Hello everyone, welcome to watch my channel. I am Sun and I'm recording this video because I want to share my experience learning English with Duolingo and ChatGPT. So let's see how it goes. Xin chào các bạn, chào mừng tới với kênh của mình. Mình tên là Sơn và mình ghi lại video này vì mình muốn chia sẻ kinh nghiệm học tiếng Anh với Duolingo và ChatGPT. Vậy thì hãy xem nó diễn ra như thế nào nhé. Okay. Cái này đi. She said that she can be good by her key. They said that were moving to a new house this month. The follow month. He said that he had seen John at the park that night, that day. That day hết à? Yes, hôm qua là đổi thành gì ta? Yesterday and the the last day. Maybe. Còn yesterday là last week. Không biết yesterday là gì ta. Tại mà he said that she had been working for 5 years. She said that she would meet you at the station. He asked what you were doing, and she asked if you knew where the library is. The manager at If when you would finish the project. Then it must if you had ever been to Paris and she asked why you hadn't come to the meeting. The day before. Như thế.
Dưới đây là nhận xét và phần sửa lỗi nếu có cho các bài tập bạn vừa làm. Bài 1. Câu tường thuật. 1. She said that she couldn't find her keys. Đúng. They said that they were moving to a new house the following month. Đúng. 3. He said that he had seen John at the park last day. Chưa đúng. Cụm last day không chính xác. Thời gian yesterday trong câu trực tiếp nên chuyển thành the day before. Hoặc the previous day trong câu tường thuật. Sửa lại. He said that he had seen John at the park the day before. Vốn. He said that she had been working for many years. Chưa đúng. Thiếu cụm từ chỉ nơi làm việc here từ câu gốc. Khi chuyển sang câu tường thuật, cần thay đổi here thành there. Sửa lại. He said that she had been working there for many years. She said that she would meet you at the station. Chưa đúng. Khi tường thuật, đại từ nhân xưng you cần thay đổi tùy theo ngữ cảnh. Ví dụ, nếu người nghe là me thì nên thay thành me. Sửa lại. She said that she would meet me at the station. Sau bài 2, câu hỏi gián tiếp. 1. He asked what you were doing. Đúng. 2. She asked if you knew where the library was. Đúng. 3. The manager asked when you would finish the project. Đúng. Vô. He asked if you had ever been to Paris. Chưa đúng. Tên riêng như Paris cần viết hoa. Sửa lại. He asked if you had ever been to Paris. 5. She asked why you hadn't come to the meeting. Đúng. Những điểm cần lưu ý. Các từ chỉ thời gian trong câu tường thuật cần được thay đổi chính xác, như yesterday thành the day before. Trong câu tường thuật, đại từ nhân xưng cần điều chỉnh phù hợp với ngữ cảnh, ví dụ you thành me, khi người nói và người nghe thay đổi vai trò. Chú ý viết hoa tên riêng như Paris và các danh từ riêng khác. Bài tập bổ sung.
Dạ, làm nhiều gì ta? Đó, không nhiều hơn.
Tính đến hiện tại, bạn đã ôn tập 12 chủ đề ngữ pháp như sau. 1. Hiện tại đơn. 2. Quá khứ đơn. 3. Câu điều kiện loại 1, first conditional. 4. Thì hiện tại hoàn thành. 5. Tương lai đơn, futures. 6. Câu điều kiện loại 2, conditional. 7. Quá khứ hoàn thành. 8. Quá khứ tiếp diễn, past continuous. Tương lai tiếp diễn, future. 10. Quá khứ hoàn thành tiếp diễn, past continuous. 11.
Rồi,
Câu điều kiện loại không. 12. Tương lai hoàn thành, future.
vậy đi. Để cho nó biết đưa thêm. Ok, 16 chủ đề rồi.
Dưới đây là danh sách tất cả các chủ đề ngữ pháp bạn đã ôn tập. 1. Hiện tại đơn. 2. Quá khứ đơn. 3. Câu điều kiện loại 1, first. 4. Thì hiện tại hoàn thành, perfect. 5. Tương lai đơn, future simple. 6. Câu điều kiện loại 2, second. 7. Quá khứ hoàn thành. 8. Quá khứ tiếp diễn. 9. Tương lai tiếp diễn, future was. 10. Quá khứ hoàn thành tiếp diễn, past continuous. 11. Câu điều kiện loại không, zero conditional. 12. Tương lai hoàn thành, future perfect. 13. Câu điều kiện loại 1, 2 và 3. 14. Câu tường thuật. 15. Câu hỏi gián tiếp. 16. Cụm từ chỉ mục đích. To, in order to, so as to, so that, in case. Nếu bạn muốn ôn tập thêm chủ đề nào khác, hãy cho mình biết nhé. Dưới đây là 3 chủ đề ngữ pháp tiếp theo cùng với lý thuyết và ví dụ. 1. Thì hiện tại tiếp diễn, present continuous. Công thức. Khẳng định S, am, is, are, vi phủ định S, am, is, are, plus not, vi in. Am, is, are, s, vi in. Cách dùng. Diễn tả hành động đang xảy ra tại thời điểm nói. Diễn tả hành động đang diễn ra trong một khoảng thời gian, nhưng không nhất thiết phải xảy ra tại thời điểm nói. Dùng để diễn tả kế hoạch trong tương lai gần đã được sắp xếp. Ví dụ, một khẳng định. She is studying English right now. Cô ấy đang học tiếng Anh ngay bây giờ. 2 phủ định. They are not working at the moment. Họ không làm việc vào lúc này. 3 câu hỏi. Are you coming to the party tonight? Bạn có đến buổi tiệc tối này không? Thì tương lai gần. Công thức khẳng định S, am, is, are plus going to the bear. Phủ định S, am, are not going to there. Câu hỏi. Am is S going to there? Cách dùng. Dùng để diễn tả kế hoạch, dự định trong tương lai đã được quyết định trước. Dùng để dự đoán một điều gì đó có khả năng xảy ra dựa trên những dấu hiệu có thật ở hiện tại. Ví dụ, một khẳng định. She is going to travel to Japan next month. Cô ấy dự định đi du lịch Nhật Bản tháng tới. 2. Phủ định. We are not going to buy a new car this year. Chúng tôi không có ý định mua xe mới năm nay. Câu hỏi. Are they going to build a new school here? Họ có dự định xây dựng một ngôi trường mới ở đây không? 3. Động từ khuyết thiếu. Công thức. S modal verb V. Bear. S modal verb not S bear. Các động từ khuyết thiếu phổ biến. Khả năng, sự cho phép, yêu cầu. May, might, khả năng xảy ra, sự cho phép. Must, sự cần thiết, bắt buộc. Lời khuyên. Cách dùng. Dùng để diễn tả khả năng, sự cho phép, yêu cầu, lời khuyên hoặc bắt buộc. Ví dụ, 1. Khẳng định. You must wear a helmet when riding a motorcycle. Bạn phải đội mũ bảo hiểm khi đi xe máy. 2. Phủ định. She can't swim well. Cô ấy không thể bơi giỏi. 3. Câu hỏi. Could you help me with this problem? Bạn có thể giúp tôi giải quyết vấn đề này không? Nếu bạn cần thêm bài tập hoặc giải thích cụ thể hơn, hãy cho mình biết nhé.
Xảy ra tại thời điểm Là đâu thời gian không nhất tiếp phải xảy ra để nói. Kế hoạch tương lai gần được sắp xếp. Are you coming to the party tonight? Khả năng sự cho phép cậu can could. Khả năng sự cho phép. May I? May I? Might. I must take walk. Must wear helmet. She can't swim today. So could you help with this problem?
Dưới đây là các bài tập rèn luyện cho 3 chủ đề ngữ pháp vừa học. Bài tập 1 thì hiện tại tiếp diễn present continuous. Chuyển các câu sau sang thì hiện tại tiếp diễn. 1. She read a book right now. They not watch TV at the moment. 3. What you at the party. Will my brother play football with his friends in the park? 5. I prepare dinner for the family. Bài tập 2 thì tương lai gần near future. Hoàn thành các câu sau bằng cách dùng be going to và động từ trong ngoặc. 1. Visit my grandmother next weekend. 2. Not travel to Paris this summer. 3. You buy a new car this year. 4. We have a meeting at 9 p.m. tomorrow. Mom, look at those clouds. It rain. Bài tập 3. Động từ khuyết thiếu. Chọn động từ khuyết thiếu thích hợp can, could, must, should để hoàn thành câu. 1. You study harder if you want to pass the exam. 2. You help me carry this box, please? They be at home, but I'm not sure. 4. You wouldn't eat too much fast food. It's unhealthy. 5. We wear a uniform to school every day. Sau khi hoàn thành, bạn có thể kiểm tra lại đáp án, hoặc mình sẽ giúp bạn kiểm tra nhé.
In a good cat. Could you help me? Can you help? If not, cái sao dùm could can, sao dùm might. Must.
Dưới đây là phần nhận xét và chỉnh sửa nếu cần về các bài tập bạn đã làm. Bài tập 1 thì hiện tại tiếp diễn. 1 is reading, đúng. 2 aren't watching, đúng. 3 are you doing, đúng. 4 is playing. 5 am preparing, đúng. Tất cả đều chính xác. Bạn đã nắm rất tốt thì hiện tại tiếp diễn. Bài tập 2 thì tương lai gần, near future. 1 am going to visit, đúng. 2 aren't going to travel, đúng. 3 are you going to buy, đúng. Are going to have, đúng. 5 is going to rain, đúng. Tất cả đều chính xác. Bạn đã áp dụng tốt cách dùng be going to. Bài tập 3, động từ khuyết thiếu. 1 must, đúng. You must study harder. 2 can, đúng. May, đúng. They may be at home. 4 shouldn't eat. 5 must, đúng. Đúng. Tất cả đều chính xác. Bạn đã hiểu rõ về cách sử dụng động từ khuyết thiếu. Nhìn chung, bạn đã hoàn thành bài tập rất tốt. Nếu cần thêm bài tập hoặc chủ đề khác để ôn luyện, mình sẵn sàng giúp đỡ. Can, could và may, might là những động từ khuyết thiếu được sử dụng để thể hiện khả năng, xin phép hoặc sự cho phép. Tuy nhiên, cách sử dụng của chúng khác nhau về ngữ cảnh và mức độ trang trọng. 1. Can, could. Can, dùng để nói về khả năng. She can swim very fast. Cô ấy có thể bơi rất nhanh. Dùng để xin phép. Ít trang trọng. Can I use your phone? Tôi có thể sử dụng điện thoại của bạn không? Dùng để yêu cầu sự giúp đỡ hoặc hỏi ý kiến. Bạn có thể giúp tôi việc này không? Dùng như dạng quá khứ của can để nói về khả năng trong quá khứ. When I was younger, I could run fast. Khi tôi còn trẻ, tôi có thể chạy nhanh. Dùng để xin phép. Could I leave early today? Tôi có thể về sớm hôm nay được không? Dùng để diễn tả khả năng có thể xảy ra trong hiện tại hoặc tương lai. Tính không chắc chắn cao hơn. It rain later. Có thể trời sẽ mưa sau. Dùng để đưa ra gợi ý nhẹ nhàng hoặc yêu cầu lịch sự hơn. Could you pass me the salt, please? Bạn có thể đưa giúp tôi lọ muối được không? May. Dùng để diễn tả khả năng có thể xảy ra, mang tính trang trọng. It may rain tomorrow. Có thể trời sẽ mưa vào ngày mai. Dùng để xin phép hoặc cho phép. Mang tính lịch sự, trang trọng hơn can. May I leave now? Tôi có thể đi ngay bây giờ không? You may go now. Bạn có thể đi ngay bây giờ. Dùng trong văn phòng trang trọng hoặc khi ra quyết định. The court may decide to review the case. Tòa án có thể quyết định xem xét lại vụ án. Might. Dùng để diễn tả khả năng ít chắc chắn hơn. May. It có lẽ trời sẽ mưa sau. Dùng như dạng quá khứ của may trong văn viết và trong câu tường thuật. She said that she might go to the party. Cô ấy nói rằng có lẽ cô ấy sẽ đi dự tiệc. So sánh can, could và may. Can và could thường được dùng để nói về khả năng thực tế và xin phép. May và might dùng cho khả năng trong tương lai hoặc hiện tại với mức độ trang trọng cao hơn. Might thường biểu thị sự không chắc chắn cao hơn may. Ví dụ so sánh. 1. Khả năng. It can rain in this season. Trong mùa này trời có thể mưa. Khả năng thực tế mãi. Rain tomorrow. Có thể trời có lẽ sẽ mưa vào ngày mai. Khả năng dự đoán trong tương lai. 2. Xin phép. Can I leave early today? Tôi có thể về sớm không? Thân mật. I leave early today. Tôi có thể về sớm hôm nay không? Lịch sự, trang trọng hơn. Tóm lại, khả năng, yêu cầu xin phép mật. Could, quá khứ của can, yêu cầu lịch sự khả năng ít chắc chắn. May, khả năng, xin trang trọng. Might, khả năng thấp hơn, quá khứ của may. Dưới đây là 3 chủ đề ngữ pháp tiếp theo kèm theo lý thuyết.
Coi là cái này. Good deal. Ken thì ít trang trọng hơn could, mà may thì lại trang trọng hơn might. Đấy, ngược lại. May thì may dùng để nói về khả năng gì đây. Dự đoán. Dùng may thì lịch sự hơn. Chà đã. Vậy mai khả năng cao hơn. Thường biểu thị sự không chắc chắn cao hơn mày. May I help you? May. Can grant this indecision. It might and tomorrow. Thực tế. Can là thực tế, còn may là dự đoán. Can live. May live today.
Dưới đây là 3 chủ đề ngữ pháp tiếp theo kèm theo lý thuyết và ví dụ chi tiết để bạn ôn tập. 1. Thì quá khứ hoàn thành perfect tense. Lý thuyết. Thì quá khứ hoàn thành được sử dụng để diễn tả một hành động đã hoàn thành trước một thời điểm hoặc một hành động khác trong quá khứ. Cấu trúc. Khẳng định. S. Had. V. She had finished her homework before the class started. Phủ định. S. Had not. Hadn't. They hadn't eaten anything when I arrived. Câu hỏi. Had. SV. Had you finished the report by yesterday? Ví dụ. By the time we arrived, the movie had started. Khi chúng tôi đến nơi, bộ phim đã bắt đầu. She had lived in Paris before she moved to London. Cô ấy đã sống ở Paris trước khi cô ấy chuyển đến London. 2. Câu điều kiện loại 3. Lý thuyết. Câu điều kiện loại 3 được dùng để diễn tả những tình huống không có thật trong quá khứ, tức là một điều kiện mà không xảy ra và hậu quả của nó cũng không có thực. Cấu trúc. If S, had, verb. S plus would have. If she had studied, she would have passed the exam. Ví dụ, If I had known about the party, I would have gone. Nếu tôi biết về bữa tiệc, tôi đã đi rồi. They would have arrived on time if they hadn't missed the bus. Họ đã đến đúng giờ nếu họ không bỏ lỡ xe buýt. 3. Động từ khuyết thiếu để chỉ khả năng trong quá khứ. Modal verbs for ability. Lý thuyết, could và was were able to được sử dụng để nói về khả năng trong quá khứ. Could dùng để nói về khả năng chung trong quá khứ. She could swim when she was a child. Cô ấy có thể bơi khi còn nhỏ. Was were able to dùng để diễn tả một khả năng cụ thể trong một tình huống cụ thể. They were able to escape the fire. Họ đã có thể thoát khỏi đám cháy. Cấu trúc S could, V was were able to, S was were able to. Ví dụ, when I was younger, I could run very fast. Khi tôi còn trẻ, tôi có thể chạy rất nhanh. Despite the heavy rain, they were able to finish the game. Mặc dù trời mưa lớn, họ vẫn có thể hoàn thành trận đấu. Tóm tắt, một thì quá khứ hoàn thành. Để nói về một hành động đã hoàn thành trước một thời điểm trong quá khứ. 2. Câu điều kiện loại 3 để diễn tả điều kiện không có thật trong quá khứ và hậu quả của nó. 3. Động từ khuyết thiếu để chỉ khả năng trong quá khứ. Modal verbs for passability. Sử dụng could và was, were able to để nói về khả năng trong quá khứ. Bạn có thể bắt đầu ôn tập các chủ đề này để củng cố kiến thức.
Chứ không xảy ra và hậu quả nó không có. Able to. Was were able to. That's when they were able to escape the fire. Nó cụ thể. Rồi, nghỉ, mai làm tiếp. Okay, I will stop learning with ChatGPT and next up I will learn with Duolingo and I will take a bit rest. Okay.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Going back, I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all growing life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Way back a year ago.
Okay, let's continue. The media about this, my friend, my dad's. Be changing. This person is Ben's.
Ben.
The past is
Bleep.
My uncle's birthday is in June.
Sinh nhật của chú tôi là vào tháng 6.
I'll be at school tomorrow. Be at school tomorrow.
Garden.
Us.
Father.
Dad
was a doctor.
Doctor.
Nice to see you again, and ask your cat shop hiding behind herself. Right. We shot. Kevin. Cat. Shit. Nature. World. Workers. Daughter. Granddaughter.
Is there a restaurant close to Ben's house?
Is there a restaurant close to Ben's house? Granddaughter. Idea.
Oh, I hate the noise of the wind in this old house.
Oh, I hate the noise of the wind in this old house.
They hate hearing wild animals outside the house. Right. Animals. They hate hearing wild animals outside the house. Animals. Outside. House. The. House.
There's a huge crack in the kitchen floor. We need to fix that.
There's a huge crack in the kitchen floor. We need to fix that. We need to fix that.
Hey, there's a crack in the cracker. Crack.
Why didn't I check the reviews before I bought it?
Why didn't I check the reviews before I bought it?
Checked at the side. Chalk. Check.
Did Tom set a date for the party?
Did Tom set a date for the party? Do you prefer set a date? Basic. Some things a kid tell me
Beautiful.
I used in a child after I was the cutest boy I've seen. I've gone hiking before. I'd go hiking there again, but not tomorrow. I sketch. I'd sketch a pen. Job you would make $1,000.
Yes, they're the cutest baby animals.
Yes, they're cutest baby animal. The cutest baby animal. They are the cutest baby.
Did you suggest that model?
Did you suggest that model?
What's a good way to make money?
What a good way to make money. To make money. What's a good way to make money? To make money.
I can't take you seriously when you're laughing.
I can't take you seriously when you are laughing.
Why can't you take things serious? Talk. Take.
If you had seen the movie, you would know who she is.
If you had seen the movie, you would know who she is.
You would understand this movie if you had read the comic. Had. Are we supposed to take off our shoes before we come in?
Are we supposed to take off our shoes before we come in?
Why did he ask you about that? It's none of his business.
Why did he ask you about that? It's none of his business.
Are we supposed to arrive early? Are we supposed to arrive early?
The new couch makes the living room nicer.
The new couch makes the living room nicer. Watching, we are tired after getting rest. Getting rest make me tired. Watching the window make me tired.
She'd first performed on stage in 1982. She was very nervous.
She'd first performed on stage in 1982. She was very nervous. The kitchen is very nice. The largest bedroom is nicer than my own house. The new heater makes it warmer than before. I had ever seen the music video for that song until today. This video is popular. She is the most popular in the country. He was the most stunning actress in that movie.
Shakira has a great new music video.
Shakira is a great.
Shakira has a great new music video.
Music videos.
Shakira has a great new music video.
Shakira has great music videos. She has a great new music. Shakira has a great new music video.
Poison is an ingredient that can make someone sick or even kill them.
Poison is an ingredient that can make someone sick or even kill them.
He drank the poison. Poison.
I lost track of how many times I was grounded.
I lost track of how many times I was grounded.
Yeah. I lost track. Please, what?
I can't get used to the keys on this German keyboard.
I can't get used to the keys on this German keyboard.
It'll take weeks to get used to this software. This means I am not confident using the software yet.
Who have you been playing?
Managing today, I only bought 2
shirts.
Not
I got my lazy son's new watches that show how far they've run. Since then, they've been competing to find out who can run the farthest.
Not many stores were open today.
Not many stores were open today.
He keeps studying about earthquakes.
He keeps studying about earthquake. He keeps studying earthquake. He keeps studying earthquake. About earthquakes.
Who have you been playing with? Who have you been playing with?
Who have you been playing with?
Cool. I'm glad they've been kind. Cool. I'm glad they've been kind.
Cool. I'm glad they've been kind. They've been kind.
Who have you been playing? You. Few. You.
Who have you been playing the basketball?
Mom, I'm going for a run on the beach with Lisa.
Mom, I'm going for a run on the beach with Lisa. Have you been?
She been.
If you could be really strong or really fast, which would you be?
If you could be really strong or really fast, which would you be? Which would you be?
If you could be any superhero, who would you be? If you could be any superhero, who would you be? You. If you could be any superhero, who would you be? You would be.
Who would you be?
I'd like to work in the medical industry.
I'd like to work in the medical industry.
Charlie did me a favor by getting me this job.
Charlie did me a favor by getting me this job. Could you do me a favor? Could you teach?
Can you do me a favor, please? Can do you do me a favor, please?
Mom, don't touch that key. You are
delete
your
files. Press any key to continue.
Press
continue.
Press
Any key to continue.
And to get yourself killed, it is dangerous.
I've heard of it, but I've never watched it.
I've heard of it, but I never watched it. I've heard of it, but I never watched it. I've never watched it.
Be careful or you'll get yourself killed.
Be careful, get yourself killed, or get yourself killed. Be careful. Be careful, or you'll get yourself killed.
There's something wrong with my delete key.
There's something wrong with my delete key.
If you could be any superhero, who would you be? You could be any superhero. Who you would be? If you could be any superhero, who would you be? Would.
Who you would be? Who would you be?
If you could be any superhero, who would you be? You could be any superhero. Who would you be?
That's fine. I'll deal with it, my doll. Deal.
Yes, it is. Plus, it really improves my mood. It is. Plus. Yes, it is. Plus, it really improves my mood. It really improves my mood.
Don't worry. If it does, you'll deal with it. Deal.
The mosque is famous because of its architecture. Mosque. The mosque is famous because of its architecture. Stop. Famous. Because. Of. Architecture. The mosque is famous because of its architecture. Stop. The. Mosque. Is. Famous. Because. Of. Its. Architecture.
What have people been saying? Purple. People.
He's been performing in plays for many years. Been. Performing. He's been performing in plays for many years. Plays. For. Many. Years.
You been. It.
My neighbor has been going for a run around the village every morning this week. I think his partner got angry about how unhealthy he is.
Don't get it.
We should meet up more often.
Have you been?
You been. She been.
This old house is so expensive to look after, and we regret buying it. We've decided to move to a modern apartment instead. This old house is so expensive to look after, and we regret buying it. We've decided.
We asked how much the house was worth.
Mia, have you been studying hard this year? I hope so. because if you pass your exams, you can have this, a ticket to the League Cup final. Mia, have you been studying hard this year? I hope so, because if you pass your exams, you can have this, a ticket to the League Cup final.
League Cup final.
Why are we going cycling in an area with so many hills?
Cycling. Korea.
Do you want to do yoga with me?
Do you want to do yoga with me?
BA had to sign several papers to confirm who she was.
Confirm.
I'm so excited to join a new league.
I'm so excited
I'm so excited to join a new league.
to join a new league.
We haven't been painting for very long.
We
haven't been painting for very long.
been painting.
We haven't been painting for very long.
Very long. The travel website says that accommodations are simple.
Accommodations.
So that probably means the cabin will be snow.
Snow.
So tiny.
How long do you intend to be away?
How long do you intend to be away? We could potentially
Tour.
But I think that taking
The
time.
cost of a ticket has gone up considerably since last week.
The cost of a ticket has gone up considerably since last week. Considerably. Pulling a heavy suitcase was a good time. And 20% my pizza. That's my necklace. Let's go to the coast. There where I can enjoy some fresh
Coast.
Use a button to plan ahead and prefer as much as prepare. I'm planning on
Staying.
the hotel and the cruises in order to go hiking. I bought some whatever so that I can work. Okay, getting up.
Booked.
I'm thinking of hiking.
Maria plans ahead as little as possible when she goes abroad. For her, it's considerably more fun to be a traveler than a tourist.
Like spontaneous skis in my idea.
Did you hear Lisa's planning on spending the summer in Europe? She intends to meet a European prince and potentially be Queen Lisa one day.
Montemary Springs.
Cabin. Tiny.
It's mountain to plan ahead and prepare as well. While some so that I can work here. Because tomorrow the suitcase is still empty. It's time to
Packed.
My preference is to go by trains. I would rather not drive.
Preference.
walk there and back
Easily.
Our plane height will be roughly versus. We have to turn around.
Damage.
Let us start looking. After looking the process, we decided to make a slight
Change.
You might want to take some alternative agreements in case you run from through. I'm afraid you might not have the connection to carry on this because your layover is short. Okay.
Long.
Short. Layover. Look into booking.
Booking. Book.
If I were you, I'd look into getting insurance.
If I were you, I'd look into getting insurance. If I was...
What will?
We were going to take the train, but there will be a workers' strike.
We were going to take the train, but there will be a workers' strike.
We had nearly reached California when my wife said she had a...
I think we have different preferences.
References.
Short.
I think we have different preferences.
References.
I think we have different preferences.
Preferences. Oh, well, possibly not taking it as
Tech.
is that we wanted a museum tomorrow of mess with but first I was going to make myself some lunch but didn't have any money.
Money.
I had planned to go to Canada, but I ended up in Mexico instead. After we missed the bus, we had no clue what to do next, we just explore.
Published. Explore.
I was going to attend the festival, but I got sick and had to take. Mary weren't into spending a lot on souvenirs, but we kept
Buying.
Our original plans was going to last year. My plan was spending a week. But hurricanes ruined.
We wanted to eat seafood, but we ended up eating pizza instead.
We wanted to eat seafood, but we ended up eating pizza instead.
We were going to visit the new theme park to ride the roller coasters, but because of the outrageous prices, we turned around and left.
Unfortunately, my boyfriend and I split up along the way.
Unfortunately, my boyfriend and I split up along the way.
We were going to fly, but we drove instead.
We were going to fly.
We were going to fly, but we drove instead.
But we drove instead.
What did you end up doing instead?
What did you end up? What did you
end up doing instead?
Did you end up?
What did you end up doing instead? What did you end up doing instead?
I never imagined I'd end up sleeping on the floor instead.
I've never imagined.
I never imagined I'd end up sleeping on the floor instead. I never imagined I'd end up sleeping on the floor instead.
Sleeping on the floor instead. I'd end up.
I never imagined I'd end up sleeping on the floor instead.
I never imagined.
I never imagined I'd end up sleeping on the floor instead.
I'd end up sleeping on the floor instead. I didn't end up on the floor.
I never imagined I'd end up sleeping on the floor instead.
Instead, imagine I'd end up sleeping on the floor instead. Okay.
Easily.
So I'll see that first.
Flight.
Cheaper.
Booking.
Are you excited to try the seafood in Australia?
Are you excited to try the seafood in Australia? Just not looking.
We intend to visit the beach towns of Southern California this July. It's going to be a summer of seafood, sandy toes, and salty kisses. I was going to propose to Sarah, but she kept interrupting.
I was going to propose to Sarah, but she kept interrupting.
We had nearly reached California when my
I could potentially be out of the country for more than a year.
Potentially.
Mary was going to go to Madrid next, but she ended up getting on the wrong bus and went to Barcelona instead.
Make an alternate plan, just in case.
Alternate. Big. Alternate.
It's time I packed.
It's time I packed.
We made lots of friends along the way.
We've met.
We made lots of friends. We made lots of friends along the way. We made lots of friends along the way.
Friends.
I'd need a visa in order to work there.
I'd
need
a visa.
A visa in order to work there.
I could potentially be out of the country for more than a year.
Make an alternate plan, just in case.
We made lots of friends along the way.
We met lots of friends along the way. Met.
I'd need a visa in order to work there. I'd need a visa in order to work there. I'd need a visa in order to work there.
We made lots of friends along the way.
We met lots of friends along the way.
Easily.
I know you love to be spontaneous, but we have to plan ahead a bit. We can't just show up at the airport without knowing our destination.
Spontaneous.
Spontaneous.
See. Swimming with sharks isn't my idea of a fun vacation, but if that's your dream, then go for it. Just keep in mind you could potentially die.
Potentially.
I was thinking of bringing my dog.
Dog.
Maybe we
Allowed. I'll look into changing it. I'll
look
into changing it.
I will. I intend to eat a lot of great sushi.
I will. I intend to eat a lot of great sushi.
It's time to let the kids take over.
It's
Time
to
take. It's time to let the kids take over.
to let the
End it up. The kids take over. If you have a preference, you like or want one thing more than another,
reference set it favorite option.
will you make your connection?
Will you
You make your connection.
Please, continue the story. You just said that you arrived at the airport very late. What happened next?
After that,
Book your accommodations.
book your accommodations. Cái gì chỗ ở? Đặt chỗ ở.
Book.
If you have an alternate plan, you have another plan ready in case your first plan doesn't work.
Alternate.
Alternate plans. Different.
I was going to complain, but I chose to keep my mouth shut.
I was going to complain, but I chose to keep my mouth shut.
1 week is not my idea of a long vacation.
1 week is not my idea.
1 week is not my idea of a long vacation.
Of a long vacation. Okay, I just finished unit 20. Talk about your plans for trip. And next lesson is unit 21. Use the future perfect progressive. In May, I will have been working here for 30 years. On Monday, we will have been selling ice cream for 25 years. By then, we'll have been negotiating the sale for months. She'll have been spending more time in the office than away. How long will we have been living in Florida by then? Perfect. Sử dụng tương lai hoàn thành tiếp diễn. Tương lai hoàn thành tiếp diễn. Okay. Let's start it.
If you run a business, you're in charge of it, so you organize its activities and staff.
You run, manage. You won't have been able to run this business for long without all your
Fear.
How?
We only had one factory in the early days, but now we have 12.
Had one in the early day when we took first year.
In the early days, we didn't sell very many products.
In the early days, we didn't sell very many products.
It'll take place a year from now. This means something will take place at this time next year.
From now, in the future.
Our business has grown a lot since the early days.
Our business has grown a lot since the early days.
2 years from now, it'll be the store's 20th anniversary.
Two months from now, we have been
Making.
Running a business is tough. A business is tough.
In
May, we will have been feeding this town for 50 years.
You're right. I started this family business last year. My daughter charged a bit.
On Friday, I will have been running this business for 30 years.
It's a small family business. Small family business.
It's a family business, so all my sisters are involved too.
It's a family business, so all my sisters are involved too.
Grandpa started the family business in 1969. Grandpa started the family business in 1969. Business. In 19. Help. Goods are things that are made or grown so that they can be sold.
Agreements. Products. Right now we only have t-shirts in the star.
Selling.
The price of goods will increase.
The price of goods will increase. Goods. Giá của những thứ tốt sẽ tăng.
A rewarding experience makes you feel good despite the effort it requires. Rewarding. Rewarding.
Make you feel good despite the effort is required. Causing satisfied frustration.
Being a hairdresser is so rewarding. My job is making people feel good.
Companies use advertising on TV, in newspapers, and online to persuade people to buy their products.
Advertising. Advertising. Remember when we used to put ads in the newspaper? Not most of it is
online. For advertising, we mailed coupons to people. We mailed coupons to people.
The most rewarding part of our business is seeing its community impact.
If you take over a job, someone else stops doing it, and you become the new person who does it.
If you take over a job, someone else stops doing it, and you become the person who does it. Take over a job.
The situation had a lot of ups and downs. Sometimes I wanted to cry. Other times I laughed really hard.
It had a lot of up and down. Sometimes I wanted to cry. All the time I would laugh really hard.
We've had ups and downs, but business is good these days.
We've had ups and downs, but business is good these days.
Debbie took over the store in 2020. Debbie took over the store in 2020. over the
store
store in 2020.
Our business has faced many ups and downs recently.
Our business has faced many ups and downs recently.
Things changed when he took over the company. When he Things changed when he took over the company. Over the company. Goods are things that are made or grown so that they can be sold. A milestone is a special achievement in a process, like a business's first client or its 10th anniversary.
Milestone.
Significant.
Our 10-year anniversary is a big milestone.
Our 10-year anniversary is a big milestone.
If a change is for the better, it improves the situation.
For the better. Positive.
Change the world for the better. The world for the better. If you estimate the cost of something, you use available information to guess its price.
You estimate.
Estimate.
You use available information to guess its price.
The situation has changed for the better. Has changed for the better.
Can you estimate the profits for this year?
Our new store is opening next April. At that point, we'll have 9 stores in total.
That's more in that time.
I was unemployed at that point.
I was employed at that point.
Remember when we opened? At that point, we only sold ice cream.
My cousin was a cloud estimated that is performed to approximately
100. Next May, I will have been fighting crime for 30 years. Will have been. Next May, I will have been fighting crime for 30 years. Crime for 30 years.
On Monday, we will have been serving customers for 83 years.
On Monday, we will have been serving customers for 83 years.
Next month, Ben will have been working here for 6 months. Month. Here. Ben will have been working here for 6 months. Before a big change, like a retirement or a move, you might say, I'm ready for the next chapter.
I think it's time to retire and enjoy the next chapter of my life.
Stephen is 70 and he still wants to continue working, but I hope to be retired by then.
Tired by then. He's 70 and he still wants to continue working. Put out. Before.
We should know by then.
We
should
know
know by then.
What do you think the next chapter of our lives will be like?
What do you think the next chapter of our lives will be like?
If a business shuts down, it closes forever.
If a business shuts down, it's closed forever.
When Mom retires, maybe you or I could start running the store. Let's keep it in the family.
We're keeping the farm in the family. Keeping. In. The. Farm. We're keeping the farm in the family.
Keep.
In. The. Family.
The property has been kept in the family for generations.
The property has been kept in the family for generations.
Are we going to keep Grandma's secret recipe in the family?
Keep Grandma's recipes in the family. Oh,
He'll have been planning his retirement party for months.
He'll have been planning his retirement party for months.
I can't imagine shutting down the business. Imagine. I can't imagine shutting down the business. Down. The. Business.
Soon, I'll have been running this business for 40 years.
Soon, I'll have been running this business for 40 years. Have been
managing.
If nobody wants to run the business, we'll shut it down. If nobody wants to run the business, we'll shut it down. The business. We'll shut it down.
Stephen is 70 and he still wants to continue working, but I hope to be retired by then.
What do you think the next chapter of our lives will be like?
When Grandpa stops running the store, Dad will be in charge.
The leader.
Sarah hopes to open an office in Paris where she can be in charge.
Sarah hopes to be an office in Paris where she can be in charge.
How do you feel now that you'll be in charge?
This is a family-owned business. My mom started it 40 years ago, and now my sister and I run it.
Your business will no longer be family-owned, right?
Your business will no longer be family-owned, right? Owned.
If you own a company and want to retire, you might hand down the business to your kids.
No, you own a company and want to retire, you hand down. Past to the destiny. We hand down the family writing business, which we've been running for 20 years, to our son.
If you do a good job completing a task, you do it very well.
Do a good job to set
This store's been family-owned for 3 generations.
Have off the floor.
By March, will Mia have been acting for a decade?
Will
Mia. By March, will Mia have been acting for a decade?
Have
Been acting for a decade.
She'd do an incredible job working in that role.
She'd do an incredible job working in that role.
How long will he have been working for us by June?
How
long will he have been
working
for? How long will he have been working for us by June?
For
Us by June.
By next week, how long will you have been working on the plan?
By next week, how long will you have been working on the plan?
Jordan has done an amazing job creating these spreadsheets. Jordan has done an amazing job creating these spreadsheets. Amazing job. Jordan has done an amazing job creating these spreadsheets. These spreadsheets.
Meryl would do a great job planning the trainings. Would do a great job. Meryl would do a great job planning the trainings. Planning the training.
Okay. I will stop here. Thanks for watching and see you in next videos. Mình sẽ dừng tại đây. Cảm ơn các bạn vì đã theo dõi và hẹn gặp lại các bạn ở những video lần sau. Stop.